Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Today, we're into ethical hacking with a breakdown of the top tools in Kali Linux. We'll cover what makes each tool unique and how to use it. Plus, where to install these tools. Why are there not more people talking about where to install these tools? So buckle up and let's get started. I bet you didn't know how powerful Nmap can be for your network. Think of Nmap as the Swiss Army knife of network scanning. It shows what devices are on a network, what ports they're using, and what services are running. Use it for simple scans or advanced techniques with custom scripts. Nmap is a must for ethical hacking, and the best part? Nmap is open source and pre-installed on Kali Linux. You can also install it on other systems from nmap.org. I bet you didn't know how easy it is to install Wireshark. Let's talk about Wireshark, the ultimate network protocol analyzer. It captures packets of data and displays them understandably. You can see the source and destination IPs, the protocols, and the actual data being transmitted. Crucial for troubleshooting and analyzing security threats. You can install it easily using the command sudo apt-get install Wireshark. I bet you didn't know where to install these powerful tools. Now let's talk about the big guns, Metasploit. This is a penetration testing framework with an arsenal of exploits and payloads. Tools for exploiting vulnerabilities and creating backdoors. Use Metasploit ethically and legally only on systems you have permission to test. Metasploit offers a free community edition and a paid pro version. This is why you need Aircrack-ng for your Wi-Fi security. Aircrack-ng is the go-to suite for assessing wireless network security. It captures packets, cracks passwords, and launches attacks. Aircrack-ng supports many Wi-Fi security protocols, so you can test your network strength. Remember, ethical hacking is key. You can install Aircrack-ng directly from the Kali Linux repositories. I don't think people understand where to install these tools. Chapter 5. John the Ripper, cracking the password code. Passwords are everywhere, and cracking them is key in ethical hacking. John the Ripper is a powerful tool that guesses passwords. It's customizable to target specific passwords and hashing algorithms, and the best part? It's free and open source. Everybody's looking for the best tools to install for hacking. Chapter 6. Hydra unleashing brute force. Hydra is your go-to tool for brute forcing login credentials. It targets services like SSH, FTP, and HTTP. You can easily install Hydra on Kali Linux using the terminal. Hydra tries different username and password combinations until it finds a match. I bet you didn't know where to install the best web application hacking tools. Chapter 7. Burp Suite, the Web Application Hacker's Toolkit. Burp Suite is an integrated platform for testing web application security. It intercepts and modifies HTTP requests, scans for vulnerabilities, and exploits weaknesses. Burp Suite offers a free community edition and a paid professional edition. Choose the one that meets your needs. You can install Burp Suite directly from the Kali Linux repositories. I bet you didn't know where to install tools for mapping your attack surface. See the bigger picture in security. Maltego maps relationships and connections visually. Track email addresses, social media, websites, and locations. It's like a private investigator for your digital footprint. Why are there not more people talking about where to install tools like SQLmap? SQL injection is a common web vulnerability, and SQLmap is the tool for exploiting it. It automates detecting and exploiting SQL injection flaws, retrieving data from databases. Remember, ethical hacking is crucial. Only use SQLmap on systems you own or have permission to test. I bet you didn't know where to install tools for web server security. Nikto is a web server scanner that checks for over 6,700 potentially dangerous files and programs. I bet you didn't know where to install these powerful tools. Chapter 11. Aircrack-ng, the Man-in-the-Middle Mastermind. Aircrack-ng is a powerful tool for man-in-the-middle attacks. Intercept and modify network traffic between devices. Only use Ettercap on networks you own or have permission to test. You can install Ettercap directly from the Kali Linux repositories. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. Chapter 12, Kismet, your wireless network detective. Kismet is a powerful wireless network detector, sniffer, and intrusion detection system for security experts. You can install Kismet directly from the Kali Linux repositories using the command. I bet you didn't know how powerful the social engineering toolkit, SET, is. SET is a framework for phishing attacks and social engineering exploits. You can install SET directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Use it ethically and legally. You need to hear this if you're a network security enthusiast. Netcat, the network Swiss Army knife. Netcat is a powerful tool often called the TCP/IP Swiss Army knife. Use it to read and write network connections, port scan, transfer files, and create backdoors. You can install Netcat from the Kali Linux repositories using the command. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. OpenVAS, the open-source vulnerability scanner. OpenVAS is a comprehensive, full-featured vulnerability scanner that's completely free and open source for everyone. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity professional. Nexpose vulnerability management made easy. Identify and manage security risks with Nexpose. Install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories for seamless integration. Am I the only one that didn't know where to install these tools? Beef, the browser exploitation framework. Beef is a powerful tool for testing web browser security. It allows launching client-side attacks against browsers. You can install Beef directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Only use Beef on systems you own or have permission to test. I bet you didn't know how easy it is to secure your web applications with OWASP Zap. Chapter 18, OWASP Zap, your security buddy. OWASP Zap is a free web application security scanner. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Why are there not more people talking about WPS, the web vulnerability scanner? WPS is another excellent web vulnerability scanner that's both free and open source software. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories. What's something people don't know about Yersinia? It's not just a network protocol fuzzer, but also a powerful tool you can install directly from the Kali Linux repository. Yersinia tests network protocols by sending malformed packets to a target system and observing the response. If you're a cybersecurity enthusiast, then you need to know where to install these tools. THC Hydra, brute forcing your way in. THC Hydra is a powerful network login cracker. Only use THC Hydra on systems you own or have permission to test. If you don't like spending hours cracking passwords but still need to do it efficiently, then use Rainbow Crack. Rainbow Crack uses pre-computed rainbow tables to crack password hashes. You can install Rainbow Crack from the Kali Linux repositories. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. Medusa, the parallel login cracker. Medusa is a parallel network login cracker designed to be both fast and flexible. You can install Medusa directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Am I the only one that didn't know where to install tools like Cain and Abel? Cain and Abel, the Windows password recovery tool. A classic tool for Windows password recovery. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. Riva cracking WPS-protected networks. Riva cracks the WPS pin on wireless routers. Only use Riva on networks you own or have permission to test. To install Riva, use the command. I don't think people understand how easy it is to install these tools. Fern Wi-Fi Cracker, your graphical Wi-Fi auditing tool. Fern Wi-Fi Cracker is a graphical wireless security auditing software. Use it ethically and legally. You can install Fern Wi-Fi Cracker directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Just use the command sudo apt-get install Fern Wi-Fi Cracker. I bet you didn't know Wi-Fi can automate your Wi-Fi attacks. Wi-Fi automates attacking multiple wireless networks. It targets WEP, WPA, and WPS networks and attempts various attacks to get the password. Only use Wi-Fi on networks you own or have permission to test. You can install Wi-Fi using the command sudo apt-get install Wi-Fi. I bet you didn't know Pixie WPS exploits a vulnerability in the WPS protocol to recover the WPS PIN and Wi-Fi password. It's effective against specific vulnerable router models. Only use Pixie WPS on networks you own or have permission to test. You can install Pixie WPS from the Kali Linux repositories. What's something people don't know about Wi-Fi Pumpkin? Wi-Fi Pumpkin creates rogue access points. Use it to set up fake Wi-Fi networks and capture traffic. Only use Wi-Fi Pumpkin for educational purposes and on networks you own. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. Ghost Fisher is a tool for phishing attacks. Create fake websites to trick users into entering credentials. Use it only for educational purposes with proper authorization. You can install Ghost Fisher from the Kali Linux repositories. This is why you need Wi-Fi Fisher. Wi-Fi Fisher is designed for phishing Wi-Fi credentials. It creates fake access points to trick users into entering their Wi-Fi passwords. You can install Wi-Fi Fisher from the Kali Linux repositories. Use it only for educational purposes and on networks you own or have permission to test. I'm sure you've heard the news. Fluxion, your social engineering Wi-Fi toolkit. Fluxion is a social engineering attack framework for Wi-Fi networks. It sets up fake access points and portals to capture Wi-Fi credentials. Use Fluxion only for educational purposes and on networks you own. You can install Fluxion directly from the Kali Linux repositories. If you're a cybersecurity enthusiast, then you need to know where to install these tools. Aircrack-ng, your all-in-one Wi-Fi auditing tool. Aircrack-ng is a multi-use bash script for Wi-Fi auditing. It combines various tools for Wi-Fi attacks, including deauthentication and fake access points. You can install Aircrack-ng directly from the Kali Linux repositories. Only use Aircrack-ng on networks you own or have permission to test. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. TCP dump, the command line packet sniffer. TCP dump captures and analyzes network traffic in real time. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories using the command. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. grep searching through network traffic. grep is a powerful command line tool for efficiently searching through network traffic data. You can install it directly from the Kali Linux repositories. I bet you didn't know HPing3 is your ultimate network packet crafter. HPing3 lets you send custom ICMP, UDP, and TCP packets. Install it directly from the Kali Linux repository. If you're a network auditor, then you need to know about DSniff. DSniff, the password sniffing toolkit. DSniff is a suite for network auditing and penetration testing. It includes tools for sniffing passwords and hijacking sessions. Only use DSniff on networks you own or have permission to test. You can install DSniff from the Kali Linux repositories using the command. I bet you didn't know where to install these tools. Bonus tool. Name a bonus tool. Description. You need to hear this if you're a cybersecurity enthusiast. Bonus tool. Name a bonus tool. Description. You can install this tool from the Kali Linux repositories or download it directly from the official website. If you're a cybersecurity enthusiast, then you need to know where to install these tools. Bonus tool. Name a bonus tool. If you're an aspiring ethical hacker, then you need to know where to install these essential tools. And there you have it, guys. A deep dive into the essential ethical hacking tools in Kali Linux. From network scanning to password cracking, we've covered a lot. Remember, ethical hacking is about using these tools responsibly and ethically. Ready to level up your cybersecurity skills? Hit subscribe for more tutorials and guides. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring ethical hacking.